Hello, it's me, Chili, and today we'll be playing Ollie's Manor. So this is Ollie's Manor, this is the inside of Ollie's Manor. Well, this is a tree, but it's still a manor because that's the name of the game. So I'm here collecting orbs. Look at these yellow orbs, I'm collecting all these orbs because Ollie and his friends need it. So, right there, look at Ollie and his friends. That's a lot of friends. Well, there's 4, so I don't know if that's a lot. That seems to be few. Well, there they are, going to an adventure, and let me show you around. So this is the inside of a tree. Look, that's a beautiful tree. The inside of a tree. I wonder if that's how it looks like for the inside of the tree. Do you think that's how it looks like for the inside of the tree? Well, here I am, I'm just collecting all the fruits and vegetables. There it is. I got the tomato, I got the plum, I got the carrots, I got the radish, I got... Oh, look at those animals. Oh, do you know that I got a yak, and I got a rhino, and then I got a gorilla. Look at the gorilla, and then I got a donkey over there, and then I got a cauldron over there so that I could cook the fruits and vegetables because I'm collecting the fruits and vegetables. And look at the pigs. There's 2 pigs over there. So cute. And then there's a bear that just went inside the tree or manor. Or I don't know anymore. Oh, look at the banana hot air balloon. It's a banana balloon. It's a big banana. There's a really big banana. Look at the chicken, the yellow chicken, and then there's a sheep over there, and then there's a yak over there who's doing some exercise on a treadmill, and there's a swimming pool over there. Oh, there's a lottery machine, and then there's even a Ferris wheel. Look at the Ferris wheel is blue. The Ferris wheel is blue, and then look at them animals riding the Ferris wheel, and there's a pig on a Ferris wheel. Can you believe it? A pig on a Ferris wheel and a chicken on a Ferris wheel. Oh look, I'm collecting all the fruits and vegetables. Look at it. I am collecting all the fruits and vegetables, and there's the golden trees. Look at the golden trees over there. I'm walking this mall because I'm really walking this mall. I'm really sorry and apologetic for this mall, but it's giving me acorns, free acorns. I really need the acorns. Acorns save us money in this game. So right here, I'm just collecting all the fruits and vegetables so that I'll be cooking in this cauldron that I'm boiling. Oh look, there's a pig on a hot air balloon or banana balloon, or if that's what you call it. Look at the pig. There's a pig over there. There's a really pretty pig. There's a cute pig, an adorable pig. Well, let's go back to it and let it say oink. Let's say oink. You know, pigs say oink. We all know that pigs say oink. Do you know that a pig say oink? A pig says oink. Oink, oink, oink. Oh look, and there's another pig on the Ferris wheel, on the blue Ferris wheel. Oh, look at the bees, and look at the owls, and look at this aquarium that they have. Well, it's an ocean, but it feels like an aquarium because I'm the one taking care of these fishes and buying the fishes. So I bought all these fishes. There were no fishes in the first place, so this is more like a giant aquarium, but this is a sea. It's just that I own this ocean. And look, there's a crab, a robotic crab. It's a submarine. Oh no, there's a wolf. I've got to get rid of this wolf because it's going to attack my animals, my innocent animals. How could this wolf? This wolf is so mean. Why can't it just join the party so that it could be happy with along the who are riding the rides in the amusement park? There's an amusement park in this farm. When Old MacDonald has a farm, he also owns an amusement park for the animals, of course. Well, and even a manor that's also a tree, or a tree manor, or a manor tree. I don't know anymore if this is a tree or a manor. It is a manor and tree at the same time. And look, I just collected all the rewards from Ollie and his friends. And then right there, they're going to another adventure. There's another adventure for them because they really want to go to adventure and collect more acorns. And there's right that, and then right there, and then the bees right there collecting more honey, so that the honey goes to the cauldron, and then all the fruits and vegetables are collecting. Are going to the cauldron, and look at the bear, and look at the bunny, and look at the other bear. There's another bear. Oh, there's 2 pigs right over there, and look at them just ride the Ferris wheel, the blue Ferris wheel. There's a reindeer, and there's a pig, and then a chicken, and then a rabbit. There's a green rabbit. There's a really green rabbit. There's a green rabbit. Is there such thing as a green rabbit? I really don't know if there's a green rabbit. Is there a green rabbit in real life? I really don't know. And there's the 2 ships over there. I'm collecting all the melons and the strawberries, and then the grapes, and then the blueberries, and then the peaches. Oh look, there's all the fruits and vegetables go into the cauldron, and look at the stingrays. There's a lot of stingrays and the mangas, and then look at those animals going inside the crab submarine. It's a submarine when shaped like a crab because look at the crab and the submarine because it's got eyes of a crab and the claws of the crab and then the legs of the crab. It's a crab. It's a submarine, but it looks like a crab. It's a robotic crab, just like those army from Sonic the Hedgehog video games, except it's a nice one and it's bigger than the ones in the video game. Well, that is all that you got to see. See you on the next series. This is Chili Profanoaquí, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Bye bye. Hello, it's me, Chili, and welcome back as I am playing all this manor. Here I am, I'm also the tree, and then look at I am collecting all of the fruits and vegetables for the bushes and the ground and the trees, because look at that, look at the tomatoes, look at the plum, look at the bell pepper, look at the carrots, look at the radish, the potatoes, the cabbage, the pumpkins, and then the watermelons, and then the trees, and look at this monster, this ugly monster in the dark forest. Ooh, that is scary, so let's attack this monster, because this is really scary and terrifying. It's gonna attack all my animals, my really pretty innocent animals. Look at them, they're fighting the monster, the ugly monster. Oh, there it is. Look at the woolly rhino, and then the pig, and then the chicken, and then the snake. Oh, I got the rewards, and there it is. I'm gonna attack the monster again because I'm collecting all the acorns and the candy, and there it is. The monster is right over there ready to be attacked. And then there it is. I got the reindeer, I got the sheep, I got the panda, I got the fox, I got the alpaca, and then a chicken, and then a gorilla, and then a fox, and then a bear, and then a lion, and then a pig, and then another pig, and then a sheep, and then an alpaca, and then oh, there's a lot of animals. Let's go on here, and then look, I got another rewards, and I got one more slot to attack this monster, because this monster is really ugly, and I really don't like it. I don't like it looking in my farm, because it does not suit in my aesthetic of the farm, because this is ugly and all my animals are cute. They're in an innocent livelihood, and this is really ugly. This is not so innocent at all. This is not so fun, child friendly. So let's get rid of this monster. Well, that's all the slots that I have. And right here, look at the rhinos, and look at the bird, look at the sheep, and then look at the donkey, and then look at all his friends right over there. Alright. Then I'm collecting all the fruits and vegetables. Oh, I got some achievements. Let's collect the candies, because the candy is also the money. The money. Imagine having candy as a money, and then I'm collecting all the rewards from all the friends. And then look, I'm making them train, because they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight the monsters that's going on in the way, because they need to train. They need to get better so that they can go on the way and get to the treasure. They really want to get to the treasure because they want to have achievements. And then right there, they're gonna continue to fight. And then some of the friends will go to the next level, and then they're fighting these evil acorns. Why are the acorns so evil? Why the acorns so evil? The acorns are not. I know they are living things because they're from plants. They come from the trees, but I don't think they even have some hearts, some organs to be alive, literally alive. I mean, they are living things because they got the cells, because they came from the plants, but the trees. But how are they stay alive? How did they have the eyes? How did they have the mouth? How did they have the fist to fight? How did they even know how to fight? Did they learn from taekwondo? I really don't know. And look, some animals go inside the crab submarine. Look, there's a horse over there, and then who else is going to enter the crab submarine? The crab and the submarine. Oh, there's a skunk over there. Hope it doesn't fall, because it's gonna smell bad. It's really gonna smell bad. Plus, there is no ventilation in the submarine, because it's a submarine. I don't know if a submarine has a ventilation or not, but I think the water will get in if there's a ventilation. Says maybe, probably not. So there's a skunk. So two skunks, that's gonna be a hazard. Oh no, there's three skunks. Now it's really going to be a painful experience for their nostrils. And then the zebras, the last passenger, and now the crowd just took off. And then right there, I got a pig and a sheep and a donkey. Look at the chicken over there, and then the golden trees. The trees are gold. Why are the trees gold? Why are the trees gold in the first place? Oh wait, I just remembered. I upgraded the trees, but why did they turn gold? And look at the pig on the trampoline. The pig is bouncing on the trampoline. Look, it's bouncing and 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 bouncing bouncing pig. It's a pig that bounce. Look, it's a pig that bounce, and now it stopped bouncing. Well, aside from the body that's bouncing, and well, it's not bouncing, it's hopping and hopping and hopping. But where are the limbs? Where are the limbs of the bunny? Why is everyone has limbs except for the bunny, the green bunny? Why does the green bunny have limbs? Why everyone else has limbs? It's just gonna hop and hop and hop, but it doesn't have limbs. Where's the feet? It didn't even add feet. I think these developers are lazy. I really don't know if the developers are lazy, but oh no, there is a wolf. I'm gonna attack this wolf because it's attacking my animals. Oh no, oh no, get away, wolf. Why can't you just join with them like a happy time, like a happy animal, like the rest of them? Because they're really having a good time in the amusement park, and then the Ferris wheel, and then swimming to the pool, and then jumping on the trampoline and running to the treadmill, because they want to exercise, they want to get healthy and fit in front of their animals. And I don't think there's a human standard related to the animals. And then right there's a crab over there. The crab is swimming and swimming and swimming. Well, it's not a crab because it's a submarine, but at the same time, it's a crab in a submarine. Well, that is all for today. Until next time, this is Chili Profanoaquí, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye! Hello, it's me, Chili. And today, this is the part 3 of Ollie's Manor. Here I am playing again. Oh look, there's a pig on a banana. Hot air balloon. Look, a pig on a banana hot air balloon. It's a banana balloon. Look at the pig. And look, I am collecting all the upgrades for the farm, because the farm needs some upgrades so that we can get more acorns, and then the candy. candies too. Hooray! And look, they're done with the adventure, and then I'm gonna make them go to adventure again because they want to go adventure again because there's a lot of rewards like the aircons and then the puzzle pieces because the puzzle pieces will make the animals some new skin for the animals and then some new fishes for the aquarium or ocean. Well, it's the aquarium or ocean. It's the aquarium or ocean because I own the ocean right here, so it's my aquarium. It's a giant aquarium. I really don't know. I don't know the logic of all this right here. I don't know all this logic right here. So right there, I'm just collecting the potatoes and then the radish and then the carrots and then the olives too. And then a zebra is jumping on the trampoline. Look at the zebra on the trampoline. Oh, look at the zebra on the trampoline. Just bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. And now it's non-bouncy. Oh, right there. And then right there, that's our ladybug. You know what a ladybug is? It's a bug, but it's a female because it's a lady. I really don't know. Why don't we check the animals? There's the animals. Look at the animals. There's the chicken and then the rabbit and then the pig and then the sheep and then the yak and then the owl. Look at the yellow chicken. Yellow chicken goes. That's what the yellow chicken goes. A yellow chicken goes like that. It's yellow. The chicken is yellow. And look at the rabbit. The rabbit goes. How does a rabbit go? I really don't know. I think they sound like a mouse. I think so. Look, it's green and it's got a flower because it's a green rabbit. The green rabbit is always green. And then there's a pig. It's a white piggy. Look at the white piggy. It's round. It's a pig. They say oink. That's how a pig goes. You know, that's how a pig goes because it's our pig. That's how a pig goes. Well, it's not green as the Angry Birds. And look at the white sheep. It's a white sheep. It's a sheep. It's a white sheep. It's called a white, just like the white piggy. It's white. It's not black. It's white. It's a white sheep. And then, oh no, there's a wolf. I gotta attack the wolf so that it won't attack my animals. And then, so just like that, it's a sheep. There's a sheep that is white. A sheep is white. And sometimes it can be pink. Just like a pink sheep in Minecraft. But that's rare. I don't think that exists in real life. Does that exist in real life? I really don't know. And then there's a yak. Well, this is originally a cow, but I upgraded the skin into a yak. And now it's a yak. It's a cow to a yak. It transformed into a yak. A cow to a yak. Well, is a yak a cow? I really don't know. Is a bull a cow? I don't know. Is a bull a yak? It's a yak a bull? I really don't know. If a yak a bull, are they the same? I really don't know. I don't want to assume. And there's an owl right here. They say who, 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 who. Why did they say who? But why not what? Or why not why? Why not well? And there's a bee. They say buzz. You know, bee. Do you know a bee helps with the nature and the environment because they collect the pollen from the flowers and then the flowers will because the flowers produces the oxygen and then we need the flowers and then we need all the plants to create the oxygen. The oxygen is what we need to breathe so that we can breathe and the bees are helping us by saving the flowers by collecting the pollen and then the flowers are living because of the bees like for the bees. It's just like the bee movie. That's why the bee movie has a purpose. It's just that the bee movie is so weird that why would they ship a bee and a woman, a human woman? Are you serious? Oh, DreamWorks, are you serious? Why would you ship a bee and a human woman? That is so weird and everyone doesn't notice that until today. And right there, I got the achievements and collect the candy because I got the achievements and now I'm gonna collect the candy. There's a horse over there. Well, there's supposed to be a zebra in the first place, but now I changed the skin into a horse. I don't know how the game works that way, why the game works that way, but now it's a horse. And now it's a horse. It's a wild animal. Now it's a farm horse. And now it's a farm animal. Now it's a horse. And I got the fishes. Now I'm gonna upgrade the power up for the Ollie and his friends. And then right there, oh, the owl is flying and then the bee, I gotta collect the honey because the honey goes to the cauldron and then the fruits and vegetables go to the cauldron because I'm gonna make some upgrades and the upgrades and then the olives and then the olives for the, you know, for the Ollie and the friends because Ollie and the friends is the olives because so that they can level up and then skill right there. And then there's another one where and then gonna collect the olives and look, there's a turtle over there on the Ferris wheel, there's a chicken over there on the Ferris wheel and then a bunny on a balloon. And that's all. Until next time, this is Chili Profanoaquí and thank you for watching. Bye-bye! Hello, it's me, Chili. Oh look, it's a monkey. There's a monkey over there and he's carrying a gift. It's a gift for us. The monkey, but a gift for us. Is that sweet? Do you know that the monkey goes... Yeah, that's how a monkey goes. And then right here, this is the part 4. This is the part 4 of the game. This is the part 4 of all this manor. And then you're all watching it. And then there's the golden trees. And then I'm collecting all the watermelon and the pumpkin and then the cabbage and then the blueberry and the grapes. And then the strawberry and then the apples and then the pear and then the peaches and then the oranges and for the... golden trees, and then right there, and then the bushes full with the orange flowers. And look at the lion, it has an egg-shaped head. Oh, what an egg-shaped head! There's a really cute egg-shaped head on a lion. And then right there, look at them. Look, I already showed you all the farm animals. Look at the farm animals, and now I'll show you the fox. The fox goes, what does the fox say? I don't know what does the fox say. It only goes, I really don't know what the really fox say. What does the really fox say? I really don't know. Does a fox fly just like Master Flower from Sonic the Hedgehog, or does it ride a spaceship just like Star Fox from like Fox McCloud from the Star Fox series? And then right here we got the snake. It goes. Yeah, it's a yellow snake. This is a yellow snake. It's a yellow snake. It's not red or blue or green. It's a yellow snake. It's a yellow snake. Well, the original is green, but now it's yellow because it's green at first, and then the new skin is a yellow. Now it's a yellow snake, and it's a yellow, and it has a red flower on top of the head. Look, there's a red flower on top of the head. Look. And then we got a black donkey here. We got a donkey over here. We got a donkey. We got a donkey. They go. That's how a donkey goes. I think that's how a donkey goes. It's not how a donkey goes, or it's not how a horse goes. I really don't know. How are they the same? Are they the same? Because you breed them at Minecraft. Because you breed them in Minecraft, so I really don't know if they can be the same, because you can breed them together. And then you got a skunk. They smell really bad. They spout so bad. They really smell so bad. And then, can you smell the fart of the skunk? I don't think you want to do that. I really don't think you could do that. There's no skin for the skunk. Why not though? And then this is a porcupine. Look, it's got leaves. We don't know if this is considered racist, but this looks so racist. I really don't know if this is racist. Is this racist? I really don't know. Should it be cancelled? Should the game be cancelled? I really don't know. I hope the game doesn't get cancelled. This is a really cute innocent game, and I don't want it to be racist. And then right there, there's a porcupine. I really don't know what the skin is, but I hope it's not that racist. I really hope. I'm really scared. I'm really scared for this game. And then right there we got a turtle with a leafy shaped shell. And then a turtle with a leafy shaped shell. Well, is that still safe when the shell is made out of leaves? I really don't know if it's gonna be safe, but I don't want to test it out because the shell might shatter, and I really don't want the home to be shattered. That's a really nice humble home for a turtle, and we're gonna get it shattered. No way, we will not do that. Alright, moving on, we got a white peacock. It's not blue anymore. Well, the original skin is a blue peacock, but now it's a white peacock. And then right here, they say tweet tweet. I don't know if that's what a peacock goes. Do all birds say tweet tweet? Well, I don't think so. A chicken goes bak, 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 bak. So, and then an egg goes just like that. So I really don't know what the peacock sounds like. And then we got an alpaca, but now its name is Heart. Why do you name an alpaca Heart? That's a really pretty name. Well, there's the skin, there's a heart. Heart is the name of the second skin, and then right there is an alpaca, but now it's named Heart. What a pretty name, what a beautiful name for an alpaca. Oh no, there's a wolf. I gotta attack the wolf so that they won't attack by farm animals. Oh no, get away wolf. Don't attack by farm animals. You can be invited all you want, but do not attack the farm animals. Okay? Just go to the amusement park because you're gonna have fun there. Riding the amusement park. We got a spotted deer. There's a deer. Oh dear. What does a deer sound make? Well, oh dear. Well, we have to continue this on the next video because it's going to exceed to the limit of the video. Well, it is. There are more animals to go, and then I'm going to show that to all of you, and isn't that great? Well, that's all. Until next time. If you want more videos like this, all you have to do is subscribe. This is Chili Profanoaquí, and thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, it's me, Chili, and this is the part 5 of Ollie's Manor. Isn't this great? Look at the oils. I'm back in the manor or the tree. This is a tree manor, or a tree, or a manor, or a manor tree. And I'm collecting all these souls. Look, I'm collecting all these souls to help the friends, Ollie's and his friends. And then right there, and then I'm collecting all these souls in the big orb right there, and collecting all these souls because it's an XP. It's a container. It's an XP. You know, just like in Minecraft, but there's also orbs, but they're so blue and yellow at the same time. But these are yellow orbs, and they're just orbs, and there's a shape like a sphere, and then like that. And then I collected all the acorns because there are money. And then right there, I just collected all the acorns, and then I collected the candy because it's the achievement that I got. And then I'm collecting the fruits and vegetables, the potatoes, the tomatoes, the the carrots, and then the apples and the watermelon pumpkin. And then let's go back to showing you all the animals. So right here, this is a raccoon. But I don't know if there's such thing as a white and black raccoon in real life because this is black and white while mostly raccoons are brown. Well, originally this is a red panda.
which is the first original. It's supposed to be a red panda at first, but the second skin made it turn into a raccoon. I don't know why. Are they the same? I don't know. I cannot assume the similarities and differences of a raccoon and a red panda. And it's a white and black raccoon. And then we got a horse. Well, originally the first skin is a zebra, but now it's a horse. When they turn in a zebra into a horse, convert a zebra into a horse, why though? Well, a horse goes, ee-haw, ee. Wait, no, I don't think that's how it goes. I think that's a donkey. I think it goes, ee. Yep, sounds about right. I think that sounds about right. Probably right. That's obviously right, because that's how a horse really sounds like. And then we got a polar bear. Well, originally it's a bear, but it's still a bear because it's just a bear. It's still a bear. It's just that it has the name polar in it and it's white, so it's called the polar bear. So it's still a bear, but it's a polar and it's a bear and it's lived in Antarctica. Wherever polar bears live on. Where do polar bears live on? Is in a cold climate. Okay, so that's where polar bears live on. Okay, guys. And then right there, so we got a polar bear. It's a bear. It's also a bear. Originally, it's a bear because it's a bear and a bear, and then we got another bear, it's a polar bear, and now we got a lion. Look at the head of a lion. It's a flower head. And you know, lions are, they say roy and then all that, and then it's got a petal head. Look, it's a flower lion. Imagine having such fur and then looking like petals. No, made out of real petals, and now you're a plant. Are you still an animal or plant? Do you have animal cells or plant cells? I don't know. Do you still have DNA, or do you have mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, or just like that? You know, see, this lion. Well, I had to cut that off for a while because the wolf just attacked one of my animals. Stupid wolf. And then right here, I got a rhino. It's, well, originally this is supposed to be just a rhino, but now it's covered in wool. It's a rhino covered in wool. Look, it's covered in wool. It's a woolly rhino. It's still got a horn though, and it's covered in wool. Imagine having a rhino plushie. Well, a rhino that's made out of wool. See, that's how a rhino plushie is made. You know, do you want a rhino plushie? I don't know. Is the rhino plushie going to be big, or is it going to be small? Is the horn still going to be hard, or is it going to be soft because it's a plushie? Or maybe they're going to put something hard for the horn because to make it accurate for the rhino, or maybe they're gonna make it soft because it's just a plushie that you're gonna hug and cuddle. You know, it's just a plushie, which is why it's gonna be hard when it's just gonna be filled with cotton. And then we got an orangutan. Well, it's not a gorilla, it's not a monkey, it's an orangutan. Is orangutan a monkey? I don't know. They go, oh, no, I don't think that's how it goes. I think that's how a monkey goes. I think it goes. I don't know if that's how an orangutan goes. That's not how an orangutan goes. I really don't know. I think that's how a gorilla even goes. But that's not how even a gorilla even goes. I really don't know. Are orangutans and gorillas even the same? Are apes are gorillas? Are gorillas even apes? Are orangutans even monkeys? Are monkeys even apes? Are gorillas even monkeys? Or monkeys even orangutans? Or I don't know. We came from orangutans maybe, or we came from monkeys, or we came from gorillas. I don't know, because that's how science human works. And then I collected the rewards from all these friends, and then right there I'm gonna make them train again so that they can be powerful and collect more XP so that they could be more powerful when they come to the adventure they're coming with. And then they'll go to the continue with the adventure that they're having so that we can get more acorns and puzzle pieces to make more skins for the animals and fishes. For the aquarium, you know, we all got the, oh, this speaking of the orangutans, we really got a monkey, and then it gave us the acorns, and now we got the acorns, and right there we got the potatoes and carrots and radish and tomatoes, and then the plums and the bell pepper. And look at the Ollie and his friends are going on an adventure. Where are they going now? Right? Well, I've told you all about that. Look at the lion. The lion has a flower head. How pretty is that? How cute is that? A flower head made out of petals instead of fur. This is Chili Profanoaquí. Subscribe. Bye-bye.
Hello, it's me, Chili, and welcome back to the video of Ollie's Manor. This is part 6. Yes, this is part 6. Look, I'm collecting the carrots, the radish, the tomatoes, the plums, and the bell pepper, and then the potatoes, and then the watermelon, and the pumpkins, and then the grapes, and the apples, and then the pears, and then the blueberries. Oh no, there's a wolf. I'm gonna attack the wolf so that they won't attack my sheep. Oh no, why is it attacking my sheep? That's so mean. Reminds me of Minecraft though. Alright, that is it. So here, this is the ocean, and look at the crab submarine thing, submarine crab, or crab submarine, because the submarine has some crabby robotic eyes and crabby robotic claws and crabby robotic legs, and it's a submarine, but at the same time it's a crab, but it's a sometimes it's a submarine, and then it's a crab and a submarine, but it's a robot at the same time, and at the same time it's a submarine, and then it's going to be done going back to the surface so that the passengers would go back to the land because they're done with the trip in feeding the fishes, the
I mean they are fishes, but there are stingrays. There's stingrays and mantas, and then right there there's a zebra and the alpaca, and then some rhino, I guess. No, it's a lion. And then there it is. I'm just collecting all these fruits and vegetables, the tomatoes, the plums, and the red bell pepper, and I'm collecting the rewards because these guys are just done with their adventure, and then Ollie and his friends are going back to an adventure because they'll be collecting more rewards, so that there will be more acorns and more puzzle pieces to unlock more skins for the animals, and then unlock more fishes for their ocean aquarium or aquarium ocean, or because I own this ocean, or is this an ocean? Maybe this is a river, but it's got some sand in it, and it's got some some corals in it, and then some rocks, and then some pearls. So I guess this is just too big to be a river, so it might as well just be an ocean. There's an ocean. Who is next to the ocean? Yay! It's going back to the submarine. There's a peacock and an alpaca and a skunk. Hope it doesn't fart. And then there's another peacock, and then there's Firefox. Yeah, you know that logo, but it's called the Firefox. But this is a literal Firefox. And then another alpaca, and then we got a donkey over there. We got a donkey and a donkey. And what else? Oh, a polar bear behind the donkey. And then it's got ready to take off. Going to feed the fishes, because gonna feed the fishes, gonna feed the stingrays with this fish food. Yes, because stingrays eat fish food. Do stingrays eat fish food? I think they eat other fishes. Well, stingrays could be dangerous. Sometimes just like scorpions, because they got poison in the tail. They can sting you. Do you want to get sting? Do you want to get sting by poison and die? Well, I don't think you want that. I don't even think you guys even want that. Do you even want that? Well, there it is. I'm out of fish food. I guess I might as well just buy another, another filter. I'll fill it up with another batch of fish food, and then right there, look at the pigs, and then another pig over there. I collected the watermelons and the pumpkins, and then I whacked the mole because it's a mole and gives acorns, and then look at the fishes, and then I got to upgrade the skills because it will help Ollie and his friends. And then right there, what else am I gonna do right here? Well, might as well just feed the fishes again because there's nothing I can do. Oh look, do you see that? It's on the balloon. It's a sheep. And then I'm collecting all the tomatoes. Oh no, there's a wolf. There's a wolf over there. I gotta attack the wolf. I'm collecting all the herbs all the same time. At the same time, I'm attacking the wolf so that it won't attack the farm animals that they have. Show away, wolf. You don't have to be right here. If you want to be here, you have to make peace instead. And guys, amusement parks, go have fun, be happy, and do not eat others. Alright? Do not eat my farm animals. Just be happy. Just go ride. It's free because they don't have an income. I'm the only ones paying with acorns and stuff and the candy stuff. Why am I paying with acorns and candy? Why are those my income? Imagine having acorns and candy as your income. That would be funny, but at the same time, it could be affordable. And then right there, so they're going on another adventure, and then look, there's a monkey giving us rewards. Hooray! Giving us a reward. That's really, really sweet. Thank you for the monkey. Yay, yay, monkey. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ah, 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 ah. Says the monkey. Alright, going back from the submarine, and now they're going out. There's a lion, and then there's a snake, and a reindeer, and a polar bear, peacock, a turtle, an alpaca, and skunk, and then a firefox, and then a polar bear, donkey, a polar bear, and then right there, there's someone with banana. This is Profanoaquí. Thank you for watching.
Hello, it's me, Chili, and welcome to part 7 of this gameplay. We're back to Ollie's Manor, and here I'm back in the cauldron doing some upgrades for the farm so that the fruits can grow faster, the fruits and the vegetables, so that they can have more acorns. And just like that, I'm collecting all these fruits and vegetables. Let's attack this monster because I hate this monster because it's really bugging my farm. It's really, really bugging my farm, and I really don't want it to destroy the innocent lives of this animal. So I'm really gonna get rid of this because it's gonna make me angry. There I'm attacking the monster. Look at that, I'm attacking the monster, attacking, and then look at the fox, and then I got the sheep, and then I got the rewards. I got the acorns and the candy, and I collect the acorns and the candy. I'm gonna attack this monster again because when the rewards, because I want to collect the rewards. Look at the chicken and look at the cactus. I mean the bunny, because that bunny is now a cactus too. And then we got the fox, and then we got some sheep and the red panda and a lion, and then a rhino and a orangutan. I don't know if orangutan is a monkey. Is it a gorilla or is it maybe an ape? And then I got the rewards again. Let's fight it again so we get more rewards. We got more acorns. We got more candy because we got the acorns and the candy because there are money, the income. This is my income in this game. It's an income in this game. So I'm gonna use the acorn to buy something, and I'm gonna use the candy to buy something, and then I'm gonna attack this monster so that I can get the income. It's like robbing this monster, but it's a really bad monster, so it's okay if I rob him.
Oh, see, and then right there, I'm gonna attack this monster again and again and again so that I could get more acorns and then more candy because it's money. Or I could just say it's money. I could get more money. I'm gonna attack this monster and monster. It's just like that Tap It Warrior. Is it Tap It? I don't know what the game called. I think it's Tap Warrior. I really don't know. I cannot remember. I really can't remember what the game. And then I got the acorns and the candy again. I'm gonna attack this monster again because I really want to attack this monster again. I just hate it. Maybe I just hate it because why is it so ugly? Why is it in a game full of cute and innocent animals? And the wolf too. The wolf is so mean. Why is it attacking my animals? The farm animals. There's an amusement park and there's a farm and then there's some zoo in a farm because there's an ocean that you could go in by a submarine that has some crabby eyes and there's some crab claws and there's some crabby legs. You've entered that crab submarine thing, robotic crab submarine that you can enter so that you could go to the ocean and then with the mantis and then the fishes and then, well, there's not much fishes there. I accidentally said mantis or manta. I'm confused right now. So right here, you can feed the stingrays, all of the stingrays with the fish food. Why could the wolf just do that? Why could this monster just do that too? Why be a punching bag instead? Well, I have to appreciate that because it's giving the acorns and the candy, so I have to appreciate for it being bad because it's giving the acorns and the candy, and the acorns and the candy are the income that I need to buy what we need. We need to buy like the upgrades and then the armor for the Ollie and his friends and then all of that, and then we got to buy more fishes for the aquarium, the ocean right there, and then we collect more acorns and candy. Thank you for the monster, even if you're evil, I'm really gonna attack you again and again and again and again. Thank you for the sheep, thank you for the pig, thank you for the thank you for the yak, thank you for the fox, thank you for the alpaca, thank you for the rhino, thank you for the orangutan, thank you for all the animals over there, and then just attacking and the bees and the owls, and then we got more werewolves. We got the acorn again, and we got candy again, and then we get more and more and more, and then we get more acorn and candies, and then we attack this monster again and more and again and again and again and again and again. Thanks to all of his friends, and then just like that, we got the sheep and the chicken and the yak and the skunk and the donkey and the horse, and then the zebra and the alpaca, and then the sheep again, and then a yak again, and a yak again, and a zebra, and a orangutan, and then we got more animals just attacking this monster, and we got more acorns and candies. And then right there we begin to attack and 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 just like that, and then it just attacks the monster, and then we got to 5 people the rewards. Yeah, and then just like that, oh, there's a monkey giving us a rewards. Now that's so thoughtful of the monkey. I love that monkey is giving us a rewards for free. How thoughtful is that? And then just watching, then, oh no, there's a wolf chasing the bunny. Get out of my bunny, wolf. I just attack a monster, so don't be the next victim of my list. So right here, I'm just gonna do some upgrades and then do the adventure again. Make their training so that they'll be easy on their adventure. Well, that is all I have to share. We've beaten the monster so multiple times. Until next time, this is Chili Profanoaquí, and thank you. Bye-bye!
Hello, it's me, Chili, and this is part 8 of Ollie's Manor gameplay. And right here, there's a pig, there's a alpaca, there's a chicken, and then I'm collecting all these tomatoes and then the bell pepper, and look at the Ollie's and their friend, they're going back to the adventure because they're gonna collect all the rewards. And then look, one of the friends got to the next stage, and then right there, attacking all the monsters because the monsters are bad, and collecting all the acorns and collecting all the puzzle pieces so that we can get more skins for the animals, and then more fishes for the aquarium, because all of these are just stingrays. And let's refill the submarine so that it can feed more fish food to the stingrays. Yes. And then just like that, we feed the stingrays with the fish food. I don't know if stingrays eat fish food. Do stingrays eat fish food? I think they eat fishes because stingrays are really dangerous predators, animals in the ocean. So it's eating the fish food. I don't think it's okay for them to eat the fish food because it's just a fish food. I think they have to eat something really way bigger than that. Just like the robot submarine crabs, they can eat that if they want to, but they're not too big enough to eat that, and they might get poisoned, just like how the turtles eat the plastic straws. And then just like that, we feed the stingrays and the mantras
there we are. We feed the stingrays and the mantas with the fish food. There's the fish food feeding the stingrays and the manta. All of the stingrays, all of the manta, all of the fish food are gonna be fed into them. And then we got the upgrades for the fishes with the skills. And then we got more skills so that the Ollie and his friends will have a lucky day in their adventures because of the skills they have trained and all that. And then we got to upgrade that skill so that they can have it. And now they have it. And now they can do their adventure with the power. And then right there, there's a polar bear, and then there's a yak, and then we're collecting all the herbs, and then the fruits and the vegetables, and then all that, and then all of this. And then we got the honey. We got the honey. Thanks for the bees. Thanks to the bees, we got the honey. And then there's the sheep collecting some resources, and even an alpaca jumping on a trampoline. And then there's a pig, and then a chicken doing on a treadmill exercises, and then a pig on a swimming pool and collecting resources at the same time. I think that's a glitch. Well, there it is. At least it's doing something. And then we got some fruits and vegetables again. And then right there we got the golden trees. And isn't that fun? And a zebra and a hot air balloon or banana balloon, if that's what you call it. Well, let's look at the aquarium, the ocean right there, and then the adventure that's just happened, and then make them go to adventure again so that we can get more acorns and candies and some puzzle pieces. And then just like that, I walked the mole because the mole gave acorns. Sorry for the mole, but that mole just gave some acorns, so I really have to do that. And then a snake and a fox, and then a turtle, and then a lion with a petal-shaped flower head, and then a zebra, and then a alpaca and a horse. What else is going in that submarine? It's a donkey and a skunk. I hope it doesn't fall because it's gonna smell bad. There's no ventilation in the submarine, so let's be careful with it. Right there. And then a red panda also. And then another skunk. Oh no, that's gonna be deadly when it fights. Oh no, someone's getting chased by a wolf. I need to get rid of that wolf so that it won't attack my yak. Get out of my yak! And then just like that, the wolf ran away, and then the submarine's about to take off. And now we got to feed the stingrays and the mantas again, because why not? We gotta feed them because they're hungry, because all they eat is fish food, and we don't have other fishes to make them really full to fulfill their stomach. So let's just stick with the fish food and fish food and fish food until they really became full, because you know they have to eat. All fishes need to eat. All animals need to eat. I need to eat. Everyone needs to eat. Every living being needs to eat. Even the plants needs to eat water or drink water to stay hydrated. Drink. More of a drink. And even the fertilizer. They drink the fertilizer. Do they drink the fertilizer, or did they just consume the fertilizer? Maybe they're also drinking the fertilizer because they're absorbing it in their bodies. Their leafy, stemmy bodies. And then there it is. The adventure is done. And I'm gonna make them go to adventure again so that they can have more acorns and puzzle pieces for the skin. And then I'm gonna make some upgrades. A new armor for one of the friends. And then right there I unlocked it. And it's a scuba diving gear. Well, it has more power. Even if it's a scuba diving gear. Even if you're just gonna go to a pool party and then that's it, you are way more powerful with that kind of armor. And just like that, I hope that's how armor works. You just gotta wear something funny and then you're overly protected. And there's a monkey giving rewards. Hooray, thank you for the candy. 2 candies, well done, thank you. Well, there's a potato going to the cauldron, and then right there, well, we have feed the stingrays. Well, that's all. This is Profanoaquí. If you want more videos like this, all you got to do is subscribe. Bye bye.